Forget your fancy pants packaging shots. Today, model lads are going to be reviewing Khurasan Miniatures T-55 and T-62 main battle tanks for the Yom Kippur War of 1973. Khurasan's T-62, T-55 and the Chinese Type 59, which we'll also take a look at today, ship in self-seal plastic bags and consist of a 4-part resin turret, hull and tracks with the associated gun barrels, optics, stowage, hatches and anti-aircraft guns all cast in pewter. As of the 4th of October, only the T-62 is currently available and costs US dollars $12.99. That's about £8.11 plus postage and packaging, with the price of the T-55 and Type 59 yet to be determined. Platoon sets of 3 tanks are strategically priced at US dollars $36.99 or a little over £23. The T-62 kit consists of a light grey resin hull, tracks and turret with pewter 115mm smoothbore gun with Meteor 2-axis stabiliser, a Dushk M 12.7mm machine gun, auxiliary external fuel drums, the lunar infrared searchlight, optional OPVT snorkel and 12.7mm ammunition stowage for the right of the turret. The T-55 consists of a second turret, resin hull and tracks with optional pewter parts to build an early production unit without the 12.7mm machine gun. Otherwise, the set ships with metal parts for the 100mm D-10T2S rifled gun, Dushk MG and ammunition stowage, lunar infrared searchlight and optional external 200-litre fuel drums. After the Soviet Union, China was the second largest manufacturer of the earlier T-54A, with the People's Liberation Army designating these as the Type 59 or WZ-120. The Type 59 was similar to the T-54A, although it lacked features such as the gun stabilisation system. Khurasan's Type 59 consists of a third resin turret, hull and tracks with similar metal parts but no snorkel. No decals, crew or instructions are included in any of the kits. With the exception of the tracks, which benefit from a careful clean-up with a sharp knife, all resin parts are very cleanly cast, with only a minor blemish on the lower frontal armour of my T-62 that will need filling. Whilst the resin bar on the rear of the track ensures an accurate and robust fit, it limits the extent by which the resin can be cleaned up between the road wheels. I had a go with a pin vise and scalpel and made some clumsy headway, but you may want to do this if this is the sort of thing that really irritates you. The resin bar on the rear of the tracks have been raised on the T-55 and results in less flash and, consequently, work for the conscientious gamer. Pewter parts have a little easily removed flash and turret hatches can be modelled open or closed. It's about now that I tell you how long each build took, but given the small nature of some of the metal parts, my fat thumbs and a wide range of options available, I soon realised that this would be a fruitless exercise. In all, I think I spent about 2.5 hours building these 3 tanks, but that was time taken cleaning up, dry fitting, looking up reference photos and drying time. I found it useful to use a combination of thick and then thin superglue to ensure a durable joint, and in particular the added 12.7mm ammunition stowage was so much more convenient to attach when cast together on the T-55 than individually on the T-62. Once assembled, the finished kits are very good. Details on the T-62 are well tooled, with the stamped metal panel over the radiator grills on the engine deck to facilitate deep wading, the Obict 166 SB4 turret for the 12.7mm Dushk M, marking this out as a T-62 model 1972. I've chosen a late production T-55 with the 1970 modification to the loader's hatch to accommodate the Dushk M. Detailing includes the mine roller attachments, gunner's TSHS 32PMB fire control sight and exhaust, all accurately represented at this scale. Unfortunately, the only obvious omission I can see is that the upper surfaces of the external fuel cells are, curiously, tooled flat on both the T-55 and T-62. In terms of relative dimensions, the T-62's hull is an accurate 6.6cm in length and 3.2cm in width, with the T-55 slightly narrower than might be expected, but otherwise spot on, measuring 6.2cm in length, 3cm in width and 2.1cm in height without the MG. Khurasan's Yom Kippur T-55 and T-62 tanks are dimensionally precise and, with one minor blemish, accurately detailed kits. Dependent upon your dexterity, some of the smaller pewter parts may be a little bit fiddly and fragile, but this is something I'm more than happy to accommodate given the finished product. The range of metal parts give gamers and modelers lots of welcome choice and is very commendable. Top-notch tanks.